Master Windu. How pleasant of you to join us.
This party's over.
Mace Windu was easily one of the best characters from the prequel trilogy. After Revenge of the Sith, it may seem as though fans may never see Mace Windu in another Star Wars movie. I believe that with all of his abilities and training, Windu may have been able to survive being thrown out of the window in Episode 3. We can also take a look at what roles he can play in the future Star Wars spin-off films if he does survive. Let's get started with today's video. In order to see if Windu was able to survive, we can compare him to another character who faced similar injuries. Darth Maul was thought to have been killed in The Phantom Menace, but shows up in both Star Wars The Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. Maul was sliced in half by Obi-Wan and fell down a reactor shaft with no visible end. He was able to keep himself alive by focusing on his hatred for Obi-Wan. When he is found in Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show by Savage Opress, he seems to have no permanent injuries, other than him losing his entire lower body, of course. Now let's analyze all of the injuries that Windu had suffered in Episode 3. Right before he was about to kill Palpatine, Anakin cuts Mace's arm off, where he is then blasted with the most powerful force lightning in the galaxy. Mace is force pushed out of the window, still suffering from the force lightning. Off a first glance, it may seem Mace should certainly be dead, but when you compare it to Maul's situation in Episode 1, we see there is a high possibility of survival. First off, cutting off someone's hand will cause a lot of pain, but because it was caused by a lightsaber, Mace would not have to worry about bleeding out. Next, force lightning does not have any long-term effects, meaning after a few seconds of being thrown out of the window, Mace would be able to focus on staying alive. And lastly, the height at which he was pushed out of the window may seem deadly, but Jedi have been shown to be able to survive long drops from incredible heights. Someone very important agrees with me on that point. Take a look at this clip.
As in most Star Wars movies, it was George Lucas' idea to kill Mace Windu. He said he killed all these important characters and all these other movies leading up to that, and said the only person left to kill that would mean anything in Episode 3 would be me. I was trying to figure out, really? Can't you just injure me and whatever? But in my mind, I'm not dead. Jedis can fall incredibly high distances and not die.
Yes, that was Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu's actor, saying how he believes Windu is alive. Now, as for roles Windu can play in future Star Wars movies, I very much doubt he will show up in Episode 9, unless there is a scene with many Force ghosts. I think it would make much more sense if he were to play a character in a spin-off film that takes place between Star Wars Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Maybe the Boba Fett or Kenobi film. Either way, it would be so cool if Disney brought him back just for one movie. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my Mace Windu is alive prediction, and please let me know your opinions on the matter, and if you think he will show up in another Star Wars movie. I can imagine him being a leader of many Jedi that were not killed during Order 66. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you.